We are back from the break. I'm Bronwyn, Swinton.
And I'm Nikita, Arendse.
So, Mr. Johnson, we were speaking about community work, Nikita.
Mm.
So, what other ways do you give back to the community?
Currently, I am employed by the Western Cape Department of Social Development as a child and youth care practitioner, right? So I'm responsible for the developmental program where children is concerned. But I work shifts, so on my off day, I deemed it very important that I do give back to my community by going back to the Mitchell's Plain School of Skills and rendering my service there. So currently, I am in charge of the substance abuse awareness program at the School of Skills, where it's in Mitchell's Plain. You know, substance abuse is everywhere. So what I do is I get a group of learners together and we just raise awareness around that. We do various programs at the school about that, and that message we encourage the learners at the school to go into the communities and relay that message to the community.
So how is that like going? Is it like successful or anything?
Currently, it's running successfully.
How do they do it? Like, do they put up posters, give out small cards, or?
Yes, we do have the posters that the pamphlets that we give up. We don't do any posters yet. And how they do it is at the school, we a group of young people that meet every single week, and we speak about the contributing factors to substance abuse. And then we take that and we try and role play it out in the school, so that we try to make it real life with the real life situations, so that they can see that there is what real life situations is there to shape you and to mold you. It's not to send you into any substance abuse.
So like, don't you ever think like, yeah, these people, we just want to speak and speak and speak, and it's up to them if they want to like change. So like, why do you ever just think like, yeah, I'm not going to do this anymore, man? Like, because I see this child, yes, he says he wants to change, but he's not changing. So do you ever just feel like, I'm giving up?
Because of my job, that's not the feeling that I can have. Because I myself was there once upon a time. And it took someone to throw me a lifeline. And I needed to grab that lifeline. And by grabbing that lifeline, that person, I did many things wrong in the time that the person gave me the lifeline. But that person never gave up. So that is what I have to do. I need to throw someone a lifeline and just never give up. I must know, and I must be prepared to walk a road and know that this person is going to make mistakes.
So basically, even when things are not going the way you want to go, you might just keep going.
There we go.
Lovely.
That's the spirit, Nikita. Keep going for that matric.
So tell me about like, do you have any other goals that you have for like the future?
For the future, I really want to go and finish my studies in education, because I do feel the need. I do feel that I'm grooming myself and equipping myself to one day be able to run the facility that I'm currently working in.
Wow,
Lovely.
that's amazing. So how long will that take?
The studies would take up to four years to get the relevant degree for the position, and with the department that does sponsoring for those who wish to study, it should go quick.
Yeah.
I got one more question. Were you born in Mitchell's Plain? Were you in Mitchell's Plain all your life?
No, I wasn't born in Mitchell's Plain. I was born in the retreat, and then my mother decided to go and live in Manenberg, and then with the whole gang-related things happening in Manenberg, we thought that we were going to move to Mitchell's Plain, and that Mitchell's Plain would give us a better life. Well, to an extent, it did give us a better life because we're still here.
Yes. So you actually have a love for Mitchell's Plain, that's what you're trying to say?
Definitely.
I love it.
And how did you growing up in that different areas, how did that affect you as a person?
Okay, retreat will always be my home ground. That is where my grandparents, them are still residing. And my cousins, a lot of my cousins is there, so I go back there, and I also have a lot of friends around there. So I'll always have a love for that place because it's my place of birth. Manenberg, I don't remember a lot about that because at the time that we stayed there, it was very rough. So you couldn't really be outside roaming around, you know. But yeah, Mitchell's Plain, that's my heart.
You were talking about friends. I just heard friends now, and like for me, as a teenager, it's difficult to find like friends. So how would you give any advice to like the teenagers like in the friend circle?
Okay, to teenagers and their friend circle, I'm going to say this, that you cannot choose your family, but you definitely can choose your friends. And you need to choose your friends on what benefits you. How are you going to grow amongst them?
Yes.
How can you, what can you give and what can you take from your friends? You know, so that you can be shaped and molded at the same time to become strong individuals, to become
Yes.
the individual that you are purposed to be.
I also think it's a very difficult to choose the right friends, because most of the time we're so caught up with the wrong friends
Yeah.
that our mind, we don't have the right mindset
Yeah.
to actually change our group of friends.
Because I'm cool now.
Yeah, I'm with the cool group.
Yeah, I'm cool now, but I need to also take cognizance of what is my home values,
Yes.
what was I taught, because I believe every parent trained their child in the way that they should go,
Yes.
so that one day when they are old they won't depart from it.
Yes. I'm just thinking, sorry, I'm thinking back on the children that are using substance abuse. Like if I was using substance abuse and I'm watching the show, how do I backwards, move away from it?
The first point is admitting that you've got a problem, and once you've admitted that you've got a problem, start to seek help. Speak to a parent, speak to any adult that you are comfortable in sharing information with, and allow that adult to contact. They can check in the newspapers that we have, our local newspapers. They can check in our telephone directory. There is rehabilitation centers around, or even speak to your schools. Check where your social development office is within your area, because we've got social workers, that there's even a social worker at our courts that you can go to and speak to, and that will assist.
So why do you think that people or youngsters actually go and do drugs?
It's to do with influence today. Like Nikita said, I'm cool, so I want to fit in, and that is what our young people do. And the sad thing about this is that they don't realize the reality about this, that once you start to use, it gives you a certain feeling. And once you have that certain feeling, you always want to have that feeling back. So this is what makes you an addict, because you go back into trying to get that feeling. So your dosage increases, and that is what makes you an addict. And they are not aware of that.
Wow.
That's amazing, eh?
Yeah, and it's very sad that people especially youngsters, actually go into drugs and it messes up our lives.
And they don't know how that affects the next person.
Yeah.
So Ashwin, do you have any last words for us?
My message to our viewers out there would be, throw someone a lifeline. If you see someone struggling, we need to get back to helping our neighbor. There's a saying that goes, if each man helps his neighbor, who will need help?
Wow.
So that's my message to our viewers.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much. He has been amazing on this couch now. Guys, Google the Plain Talks, man, and then follow us on social media. It's the 21st century. We love you guys, and stay tuned.